Hello, this is Steve from Bedo's Leatherworks. Today's projects are these two pairs of Red Wings. Now, some of you guys may remember that I did a pair a couple of months back that we put the green thread on the welt and also the green midsole with the white Christie sole. This one's going to be identical job. Instead of the green, we're going to replace it with red thread, red midsole, and the red Christie sole, vibrant Christie sole. I think they're going to look very nice once they get done. All right, let's get started. All right, so today we've got a special guest coming in and commentating and helping me out on the job. My friend, his name is Vache from Quebec. Quebec, Vache?
Yes, Montreal.
Montreal, Canada. Say hello, Mr. Vache.
Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? My name is Vache.
Tell us about yourself.
My name is Vache. I'm from Rockland Shoe Repair in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. And I'm just passing through to see Steve.
And how do you answer your phone when you answer your phone at the shop? Because I want to hear it. Because it's freaking French. Where is it? Quebec?
Yes, sir.
Montreal. It's like, they can't even say Montreal.
It's Montreal.
It's silent T. Montreal. Okay. Could you answer, when you answer the phone? Cordon bleu, something?
Cordonnerie Rockland, bonjour.
Don't you say hello first? I thought it was hello, Cordon bleu shoe repair. Anyway, all right, so let's get started. Okay, Mr. Vache, which one you want to do?
Let's go.
Which, you got that one?
I got
Okay, so let's take the laces out. That's number one. Save them. And you got any insoles inside? Remove those two.
No, nothing in this one.
Nothing in that one. This one has not removable inner soles. All right, beautiful. So this one is obviously it's got the molded one-piece soles. Well, not really one piece, but they're molded to the welt, the plastic welt. We're going to remove everything, and then once it's removed, we're going to clean the inside cork area. Then we're going to refinish the uppers. We're going to do the same thing with Vache's one right there, which is this 807.
Yep.
That's 807, Vache.
Yes, sir. 877.
877. We're going to remove the sole. We're going to remove the welt, and then we'll go ahead and do the uppers. Then we'll do the welt, and so on. All right, let's do it. So this one, we need to cut. All right, where's my knife? What, you forgot that you're going to be on video?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, why are you turning red?
You're too close.
Well, we got to show the audience the details.
Okay.
Because if you mess up, I'm going to record you.
Let's try not to do that.
That's okay. The welt you can cut. We're going to replace the welt anyway.
That's what I thought. Welting should be surprise.
Vache, we're on video, so if you speak Armenian,
sorry.
they're not going to
I'm
understand. The audience is not going to. They're not going to have to put subtitles and translate your Armenian to English. Okay, what was your question?
Why are you changing the welts on these?
Because the customer requested to be a light color split welt and with the red stitches on the vertical part and the other part. Masterclass shoe repairman. Vache?
Yes, sir.
Where did you learn shoe repair, buddy?
Back home in Montreal.
Montreal,
Quebec.
Montreal, Quebec.
Yes, sir.
So Vache is from my hometown too. That's why we clicked so fast when we met each other, because we're both bullshitters. He was born in Beirut, Lebanon, just like I was. Burj Hamud, Burj Hamud is the town. And he was born in 1972. Yep. I was born in 66. We're 6 years apart. 6 years or 7?
6.
6 years apart. And who knows, our parents probably knew each other, because Burj Hamud, the town, is a very small town, and everybody knew each other. And I bet you somewhere down the road they ran into each other,
For sure.
you know, so what a small world. But he's it looks like he's doing okay, you know. He hasn't he hasn't messed anything up.
Does it look like I know what I'm doing?
No, I'm just showing the people that the
okay.
good parts that I think that you're doing right. The other parts, I got my eye on you. I'm like an eagle, like a hawk, you know, make sure that everything gets done right. Now, what are you doing now?
We're removing the cork.
We're removing the cork.
Yes, sir. And we're going to clean up the stitches.
All right, then we're going to clean the uppers.
Yep.
All right, what do we say when we say at the end of the video? Let's continue.
Let's continue.
All right, so we got most of the soles apart, cleaned it up. Now we get to clean up the uppers a little bit. They're not too bad of shape, so we're just going to do a light coat of thinner just to wipe the surface dirt off. And I wiped it down with a little bit of a damp rag just to take the dust off of it. Then we'll use a little bit of thinner just to kind of prep the surface a little bit. It's not really as harsh as acetone, but it's not really necessary to put acetone on it. Now you could do saddle soap. I'm not really a fan of saddle soap. I just don't use saddle soap. You can if you want. This is just general, just light wiping it down so we can add some creams and polishes and conditioners to it to make it look a little better before we put the welt on. And we're going to have a competition between Vache and I. To see who's going to sew the welt on. Well, no, not to see who's going to sew it on, but who's going to sew it on right. All right, let's continue. All right, so this one we hit with Sapphire Cream, which is number 78, it looks like. And I hit it with a little bit of Big 4. It just didn't really change too much. I mean, you still see the light and dark patina to it, but it's got a little bit of color on there, so just to make it look a little more presentable. We'll do the same thing here. And this one, we're going to do the same thing on this one. We'll put a little bit of cream, buff this real well to kind of darken the toes up a little bit. Make the uppers look good before we stitch the welt on. All right. Okay, we got Mr. Vache over here applying. What color is that, Mr. Vache?
We have number 32.
All right.
In French, we call it brun sanglier.
But we're not in France, buddy.
So it's called...
we're in America. And there's no tariffs on that
Bear
polish,
brown,
okay?
it's called. Bear brown. There's no...
All right, so we're going to apply the light cream to it and buff it up and see if we can get some color on that surface. Okay, we've got Big 4 we're putting on there. All right, Botch, go ahead, lather her up, buddy. After we put the cream, we buff it up real good. Then we put the Big 4 on there. Let it soak in. Leave it for about 5 minutes. Come back and buff it on the machine. And then let it sit for a little bit, and we'll come back and welt the boots with a split welt, natural split welt with the red stitching on it. All right, what do we say, Butch?
Let's continue.
Okay, so we are at a level where we polish, condition the uppers. Now we get to stitch on the welt. Now, what kind of welt are we going to put on there? This is called a split welt. For those of you who don't know, it's basically a leather piece. It's split right in half, like that. That's the vertical part of the shoe, and then that's the horizontal part of the sole, so whatever we're going to call shoes or whatever. So now, some manufacturers will offer the welt with the stitch on it. Alden does it. Who else does it? Some companies do it that offer it. So they buy the welt already made with a stitch on it. But we don't want a light color stitch. We want a natural welt. We want red thread. What do? Ba-dow! We stitch it on there. Right, Vaj?
Yes, sir.
So this is going to go to the vertical part of the welt, just like that. And then once we put the midsoles on, we're going to stitch it again with red thread right on the horizontal part of the welt. So these are already stitched. Now the trick is, what do you do with the ends, right? We have to overlap them, splice them and overlap them, and then hand stitch it like a bridging that gap together so it looks like it's been stitched continuously. So you can't tell that it was kind of at a joint there. That's why we left these a little bit longer. So we're going to go ahead and hand stitch the ends of the welt together. All right, let's continue. Okay, so Mr. Vache has decided to do the 877. Is this 877?
Yes, sir.
I keep forgetting the number.
Yep.
So he's going to do the 877, and I'm going to do the A608s. Both of them are going to look the same once we hope they're going to look the same, right, Botch?
We hope so, yeah.
What you mean, hope so, man? Come on, man.
We're going to try our best.
Okay, so
Well, I'm going to try my best.
we're going to stitch this with white color thread. We'll do two armfuls. We'll give Mr. Vache one. Mr. Vache, this is yours.
Thank you.
And then I get to have one. All right. We are off to the races. Why are you so tense, man?
Standing next to you, that's why.
I got my eye on you, don't worry. I won't let you do nothing like that. Oh my God, what the hell is, what the, Botch, what are you doing, man? I hope the customer doesn't watch this video. Shh. I'm gonna tell him I didn't do it. Wasn't me.
Isn't there a song like that? Wasn't me.
Stitch the welt on crooked. Wasn't me. You screwed up the job. Wasn't me. Oh, blame it on Vache. Well, I guess I should stick to the shoes, huh, instead of singing.
Maybe.
Thanks, Vache. Thanks. Thank you for that encouragement, buddy. Just for that, you're not getting coffee.
Okay.
There's no Tim Hortons here, okay, Vache? I guess you Canadians will understand that joke. Tim Hortons is like what, Starbucks?
No. Well,
Better?
all depends who you ask. It all depends who you ask.
A lot of Tim Hortons in Canada.
Well,
He was a hockey player?
supposedly.
What do you mean supposedly? You don't know? Well, you go drink their coffee every day and
No,
you
I
don't
don't
know.
drink their coffee every day.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Oh, but you don't know who Tim Horton was. Now, I'm
Actually,
not.
he was a hockey player.
I'm not Canadian, and I know who Tim Horton was, and you Canadian, and you don't know who Tim Horton is. Oh, I didn't know either. I just found out. Marty told me.
There you go.
Okay, so we are stitching on welt. Hold on, I gotta. Man, he is sweating. Watch, what the hell? It's okay, buddy. It's just a welt. So we're not gonna, are we? We're not racing. We're
No.
just enjoying each other.
I can't race against you, Steve.
No, I don't want to lose, man. It's my video, though. You're gonna make me look bad.
No.
Why don't you tell them where your shop is, like how they can find you?
My shop is in Montreal, Quebec. I'm located in Rockland's shopping mall. Been there for 27 years. Store's been there for 35.
Okay, how can people find you, like on Instagram, for example? What's your handle on Instagram? Do you know?
My
Cordon
handle-
Bleu.
It's Cordonnerie Rockland.
Oh my God.
There you go.
How are the people gonna understand what you're saying when doesn't make any sense? How do you?
I think I gotta tell my son to put it Rockland Shoe Repair, so maybe it'll
Yeah.
be easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we're in the province of Quebec, and in our province, language is a big issue.
Okay, excuse me.
Yes,
Instagram
yes.
is not in Quebec. Okay, you can put English on the Instagram page.
We're not going to get into that, Steve, because I've already had an issue with.
On Instagram?
Yes, sir.
No.
Yep.
Okay, but can't you put like Rockland Shoe Repair, and then you can put Cordon Bleu next to it, whatever.
Cordon Bleu.
Whatever.
What are we having, supper or something?
I don't know. That's what it sounds like whenever you say it. Cordon Bleu, Rockland Shoe Repair, bonjour. Mon ami. This man speaks French, English, Armenian, Arabic. What else?
That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wallahi bravo.
Thank you.
That's you know, that's not easy task. You may be just a cobbler, but you know,
International.
knowing those languages,
It helps.
It's
It
not
helps
easy.
getting around.
Okay, we could be here all day doing this, so we're not gonna bore you guys. And when we come back, hopefully these will be stitched on. All right. Let's continue. Damn it, hit a nail. Since we hit the nail on the blade, trigger time. Watch, I'm getting hungry, buddy. Seriously.
I'm getting thirsty. Seriously.
Okay, so at the stage where we have the welt overlapped each other and glue it together, we have to continue the stitch pattern so it'll look like it's stitched on one piece. So that's why we left the thread real long on one side, and we're going to come and take a needle. Of course, now that I'm videotaping, it's being stubborn. So simply go through the holes, stitch, continue that all the way down here. Okay. Because I'm recording, it's being stubborn. When nobody's watching me, I just gotta stitch right through these, no problem. So you get the idea. Keep on going with 2 more holes. You're laughing at me, huh, Vaj? My cameraman is laughing at me. Okay, buddy, keep on laughing. At least I'm doing this before the coffee. If I would have had the coffee now, my hands would be shaking more than what they are. So speaking of coffee,
It's about time.
we got coffee time coming. Almost there. All right, so we got our welts on. Everything looks pretty good. And we are putting the cork on. Now the wedge soles do not have welts, so we're not going to put it. I'm sorry. The wedge. Stop looking at me. The welts. Oh.
The wedge.
What is it?
The wedge soles don't have shanks.
The wedge soles don't have shanks. It takes an Armenian, Frenchman, Canadian to correct me. So here we go. Oh, it's hammer time. Well, not really, but you get the idea. So after we do this, we're going to add, where's the red midsoles, Vaj? Okay.
Right.
We're going to add the red midsoles, then we're going to add a leather midsole, and then we're going to put the sole on top. Well, we're gonna stitch it, then we'll put the sole on top. My cameraman's laughing at me. What time is it, cameraman?
Hammer time!
Hammer time. Alright, we got our red midsole. Okay. Next. All right. Wait. What time is it?
Hammer time!
All right. Anyway, you can do it now. You got the wrong hammer, Budge.
You're the one who handed me that one.
That's it. I give you permission to use my hammer.
Oh.
That's nice,
I feel
huh?
blessed now.
That was different feeling, right?
Yes, sir.
But now you can't take it home with you, okay?
Who says I can't?
Oh, I'm going to look you over. Don't worry. Check your pockets and your bags and everything, brother. Don't you worry.
All right.
I got a metal detector going outside the door, so you can't take anything with you. All right, now it's time to stitch the soles on, obviously. So we're going to use the same color thread that we used on the upper vertical part on the horizontal part of the welt. All right, there goes nothing. All right, let's see what we got. Damn. That's a sexy shoe right there. A boot. A boot. Looks cool, right? All right. Always good. All right, one more hammer time, guys. Okay, this is the last hammer time. We're laughing because Vache farted right before the video. You can't make me laugh. I'm gonna put this quicker. Oh shit. Now the sole's a little bit bigger than the actual boot. It's normal because this is a size 12 sole. We needed a size 12, but 10, but 12 works also. It's okay. It's not a problem. Hammer time. Now, with hammering this, we're going to put it on the press because I'm all hammered out. All right, let's continue. It's coffee time. So, Mr. Vache,
Yes, Mr. Steve.
why don't you tell the audience how we met? Because I can't remember for the life of me. Well, we meet not too long ago, but like we've known each other all our life.
That's what it feels like.
That's what happens when two Armenians from Mut Hamut, Lebanon get together. Butch again is the town of Lebanon, Beirut. When they get this, when they meet each other, like they've known each other all their life.
Lifetime.
Okay, so explain to the audience how we met.
How did we meet
I don't
actually?
remember actually. Seems like I've known you for 50 fucking years.
It was through SRI,
Shoe Repair International, our
Yes.
Facebook group, okay?
and first person I got in contact with was Martin Sugg.
Martin Sugg of Timeless Shoe Repair, which
Yes,
is in
sir.
Canada.
That's right.
Okay, another Canadian fellow
Another
Canadian.
fellow Canadian, yes. And I was talking to him, and I asked about Jewel, and he told me he's Armenian, this and that. And I asked, can I speak to him? He goes, all you do is just call him up. So out of the blue, I decided to call you up, and since then, it's just been, I don't know, laughs, I guess. Cheers to that.
It's a small world.
Yeah.
It's a very small world. When you meet somebody, we always say that, especially with Colin, how do we explain that? The
They
water
blend well. The waters
flow together,
yes.
like in the same direction,
Yeah.
like not opposite of each other. When a person you meet and you get along with them, we say that the water flows evenly.
Yes.
Water flows together
Together evenly.
evenly like
you
that.
can
Yeah,
pretty much
it's
say
not.
that,
It's
yeah.
not fighting. It's not fighting the currents going the opposite way. You know what I mean? It's hard to translate from Armenian to English, but that's what basically it is. You know, so.
How do they say? Churevnit
Chura-
kalet.
Chikale. It's
Churevnit kalet.
in actual translation, the water ran,
The water.
or sometimes water doesn't run with you.
Yeah.
Okay, the chikale.
Churevnit chikalet.
Your water didn't run.
So that's when you don't get along.
That's when you don't get along, right? That's how
Churevnit kalet.
your waters ran together.
Together.
That's the actual translation of it, right? Go figure, man.
Oh my God.
Everybody else it doesn't make sense.
No.
But when,
us.
when we look at each other, we start laughing. We already understand each other. We don't have to say anything. You know?
Oh my God.
All right, let's continue this. Let's continue this love fest. What you wearing? Oh,
These are grandstones.
he's wearing Grandstones. I'm wearing Quan boots, bootmaker in China. Pablo from Dimar Shoe Repair gifted these to me a while back, and I've been kind of wearing them on and off. You know,
I got these ones from.
Brian
Brian
from Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Soul Man.
Soul Man.
Soul Man from Buffalo.
Soul
A
Man.
couple of our
Sure.
friends,
Yeah.
you know. So anyway, so we're almost done with the project. I think we just have to sand the edges, and then we'll be done with this. So thank you for joining me and helping me out. I appreciate it.
Thank you for
I
having
think,
me.
I think we had a good time.
It was fun.
So yeah.
Fun
So,
experience.
well, next one I'll have to come visit you guys, and over there, but up in Canada, Montreal. How do you say it?
Montreal.
No, you don't say it like that. No, you
Yes.
don't.
Yes, I do.
Montreal. It's like monorail. Like what the?
Come on.
All right, that's enough. All right, we're putting the final touches on it, Vach.
Yes, sir.
We're done.
Almost.
We are done till the daddy take the T-bird away. All right, let's continue. All right, we are done with this projects. I think they turned out wonderful. I'm very happy with it. But I think the customer's going to be happy with it. This was $460 a pair. $460 a pair for the repair. Now we did a little bit extra for the customer. It's not a big deal. Sometimes you start a job, things come up, and you tend to take care of it. It's okay. It's not a big deal. So I want to thank my friend Vache here. I appreciate it, Vache, for coming in, for your
Thank you
help,
for having me.
for your wonderful wit, your you know, your laughs, your bullshit. Is that right? I'll put his shop's name along with the website,
Thank
along
you
with the
very much.
Instagram.
Thank
I'll
you.
tag it on the description below, so you guys go check him out. And his shop's name again.
Rockland Shoe Repair. Let's make it easy. Oh, you want the other one, the real
Well,
version?
how they find you? Is what
It's Cordonnerie Rockland in Montreal, Quebec.
I'll post the description so you guys, if you're around Montreal area, go see Vache. He's got a great business. He works there with his son, Kevu and
David.
Oh, Kevork.
Yes.
Armenian is Kevork, but they call him Kevu, right?
Kev.
Kev. Okay, Kev. He works there with his boys, and he's got a wonderful business. All right, if you guys have any other questions, please email me, bedos@yahoo.com. I appreciate you guys joining me. If you guys have any comments, positive, negative, share, thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, you got to subscribe. They got to subscribe?
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it, is what I was about to say. The words didn't come out of my mouth, so once in a while.
Yeah.
All right, thanks again, guys. Y'all have a good day. We'll see you guys again next project. Take care.